These are my everyday carry knives that I carry. I carry a lot of cold steel blades. I'm a cold steel whore. But anyway, but my new knife is my Skallywag. I guess you could call it Skallywag Tactical, but this is my everyday carry now. And I got this knife for a specific reason. So I'm getting back to jogging and running again. So, well, walking. My fat ass ain't running. I don't do running. But anyway, so I got the knife because of this. Because it's light and it's flat. And the reason is, I like, if I go in crowds and I feel unsafe, I hide my knife inside my hat if I'm wearing a hat. So I hold it like this where you can't see the knife. I just grabbed a little cheap hat to do it, but usually you won't be able to see inside the hat. So I hold my knife in here like this. You know, I'll just hold it in there. You won't even know I have it. I can talk to you and you won't know the blade's in here. But if something happens, I can deploy that blade before you could do anything. You won't even know that you stuck. And hopefully I'm gonna stick you 4 or 5 times before you realize that you're stuck. So here's the bad guy's perspective of doing things. So I'm showing you how to do it from the bad guy's perspective, I should say. So when you hide your knife, you hide it in there. It's one way I do. I fold my hat back this way. And it's a reason why I do that too. I hold it back this way so when I place the blade in here and I hold it, I get that look, right? And I can take my pinky and cup this part so you don't even know I have it in here, see? He doesn't even know that knife is there. So when I deploy it and I hit you, I can let go after the second time. Because I really don't want this knife to be caught up, this hat to be caught up with this knife if I'm using it for self-defense. I want to hit you a couple of times, then drop the hat. You know what I'm saying? And do work. It's a really good knife for that, and I like the little hook, right? It's awesome. The next video, I'm gonna show you how I hook it on. I was watching their videos on how to do it, and it's very, very, very good. So this is how I carry my knife. I got it, you won't know if I have it, but I have it. See, I don't have it on. I ain't gonna lift up my shirt. You can show you my belly, but I don't have it on where you can see it. So, it's all about the element of surprise. So I'm gonna show you how I pull out my knife. I carry my knife here, right here, whoop, right in my arm, and come out just like that, pop. So the key is, I don't want you to see it. The element of surprise is everything. So if you're robbing me, oh, I can't put it back in unless I take it off to put it back in. So the thing is, if you're doing something to me and you're robbing me, I'm giving you my stuff, I want to be able to have a conversation with you, then pull it out, then hit you. You know what I'm saying? Repeatedly. So the thing about piercing somebody with a knife and what you have to really do, I know you see a lot of people, they just talk about rushing them and stabbing them. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's a thing that you could do. But you have to also remember, just because you stab somebody doesn't mean they're gonna fall. They still can keep fighting, you know what I'm saying? So your thing is, when you're fighting with the blade, it's targeting. Where do you want to hit him at? I like hitting in the face. If you go back in history, that's what the Roman soldiers do. They used to hit people in the face with their swords. I don't know why, but that's what they did. So I like to hit the neck because you're gonna bleed out. So my element of surprise, I do my robbery thing, put my hands down, show them whatever they want to get, and I'm talking, I boom, pull out the blade. I'm sticking until you fall, or till I make you fall, then I stick you. So pro tip for the day is, conceal your knife and practice drawing your knife so you can implement it into somebody. You could do the same thing with this knife, with this hat, but the hat is too small, right? It's very too small. But I could get away with it, but it's too small. So I don't want to do it with that. So I use I use a sweatshirt, you know, if I'm running or jogging or with my wife or whatever. I put the sweatshirt over the blade, same thing. But I'll have it out. And I have my hand here, just like this. And I'll just walk or do whatever I do, and you can't see the knife. But if I have to hit you with it, bing, bing, I can hit you with it. You know what I'm saying? So with this knife, this is like a 6-inch knife. If I hit you with this, it's pretty much a wrap. But just like I said before, in reality, I can hold it like this with the knife out the sheath and still do work. Or I can put my hand inside and grab it. But this looks suspect, so I like it. I'll take the sheath off and I'll just hold it like this. Bing, bing, bing. Just like that. But the problem is, if I hit him and he starts grabbing this, he got a good chance of taking that knife out of my hand. So you have to make sure that you hit, push away, then get your blade out. This is more iffy, but you can get away with it. So you got to really practice these things, you know what I'm saying? And another thing, do not cut frivolous shit with your self-defense blade. You know what I'm saying? You treat a knife like a gun, you know what I'm saying? They're very dangerous. But back to what I was saying. Don't cut wood, don't cut frivolous shit, don't cut rope, nothing. These knives are made for saving your life. So we don't cut things with them. We cut people with them. That should be in your mindset. If I pull this knife out and I have to use it, I want to make sure it's sharp and pointy, not dull. You see what I'm saying? So if you're ever in the Ontario, California area and you want to train, bang, come get with me, man. I'll show you a whole bunch of dirty tricks that you can use with a knife and fighting, period. So hit me up. Peace.